I freaking love 868 Hack. And if you haven't played it yet, but you've been jamming out to Bug Hunter or Avianos in UFO 50, there's going to be a lot here for you to love. And this is a much deeper game than either of those. Tons, tons of replayability and lots of flexibility on how you want to play. You can play it casually or you can play it very seriously. And I have fun going either way. So we're going to do a run through now to catch up to speed. And 868 is a game about hacking. But I need you to forget any hacking mini games that you've ever played. It's not one of those. It's a roguelike, broguelike, if you will. And this is us down in the corner. We are a hacker. We've broken into this system. We're currently in Sector 1. We need to get through 8 sectors. And we're trying to steal as many points, as much data as we can before we get out of here. So every stage has an exit. This is where we're going to end up, down in the corner. And every stage also has 2 data siphons. And those siphons are going to let us pick up all of these little icons around the stage. So we're going to grab a siphon, and then let's say we siphon from this square here. We get the 4 cardinal directions. We get all of those resources. So we would get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 resources if we siphon from right here. Our other option is to siphon somewhere that picks up a module. So let's say we siphon from here. We get 2, 4, 6, and we get to add warp to our spell list. Now warp is going to cost us 5 when we pick it up. And then we get to permanently use warp. Warp to use costs 2 energy and 2 credits. And so then what are we paying with? What's this for? Well, the 4 is going to be 4 transmissions, and those are the enemies. So right now we don't know what this transmission is going to be. All we know is it is an enemy. Next turn we'll actually see what it is. Yeah, so I think we're about ready to get started. The first thing we want to do is, well, we need to get these siphons really to do anything. And we're going to need to deal with this enemy. So let's just start heading north. All right, and we have our first enemy here, and it's a glitch. So all these green squares, all the modules, they're walls to us, but not to glitches. Glitches can walk through walls. In fact, it's their default choice of movement. If they can go through a wall, they will. So we know that this glitch is going to move forward into through this wall square next turn. So if they're going to move here, maybe we move down, and then that gives us a straight line to be able to attack. And how the attacks work, whenever you're lined up and have a clear line of sight with an enemy, instead of moving that direction, you instead fire a shot. Let's do that. We'll come down and then fire once and fire twice because this glitch has 2 hit points. And now we're back on to picking up our data siphons. So we had 1 transmission in Sector 1. When we enter Sector 2, we're going to have 2 transmissions and so on, all the way up to 8 transmissions in Sector 8. But we will have to face more in between. If we siphon a spell like Warp here, to pay for it, we're going to have 5 transmissions. So 5 more enemies are going to show up. If we take some points, like this 6 points here, it's going to bring in 6 enemies with it. And if we siphon from here, we would have to deal with all that. So we would have 11 transmissions coming in. That's a lot. Way more than we're actually equipped to handle right now. So we will not be doing that. But we will grab this other siphon. And here's our next transmission. So we had the one to kick off the sector. After that, they work on the global step counter. And it's going to get faster and faster as we go on. So this is the longest we have between transmissions. That was, let's see, we went up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If I have that right. Let's grab our second siphon, and it's a glitch again. It's going to move through walls. So we're just going to dance around a little bit. And now we'll move down. The glitch will move up. That'll be its turn. So then we can attack. And when we attack, it's going to stun. So we don't get attacked back. And then we just attack again for the second hit point. 1, 2. All right. All right. So we have our 2 siphons. We have to think about how we want to spend them. We want to get some extra credits or some energy. We're playing as the Cyborg. And Cyborg starts us off with 10 energy. So credits are a little bit more important to start to get everything going. And we also have exchange. Exchange lets us spend 4 credits and turn them into 4 energy. So we can take as many credits as we want because we can always just exchange them into energy. I like this square here that we're standing on right now. It's, normally we get the 4 cardinal directions. So we're missing out over to the left here. We're not going to get as much as we would from trying to do this in a more central location. But we're going to get to pick up warp, and warp's pretty good. So let's go ahead and do that, and maybe we can even immediately use our warp. So we do have 4 credits and 12 energy now. It's enough to warp twice. And warp replaces a random enemy, so it takes us from our current location and deletes an enemy and puts us in that square randomly. Okay. We've got 5 enemies to fight off here. We should probably just try to line ourselves up with this top enemy. So let's do that. We'll step up. And it's a daemon. They have 3 hit points. So it takes a little bit extra work to get rid of them. What else do we have? We have another glitch. And we have a virus. So viruses move 2 squares at a time. So this virus is going to go here. This daemon will move over 1. And we have our glitch. Glitch is going to move through walls whenever possible. So the glitch will come here on our next move. And our next move, well, if we don't attack this daemon, it's going to follow us. So we should probably just attack and stun the daemon. And let everyone else move. Daemon, of course, has the 3 hit points. So we're going to need to attack 3 times. So attack once more, and then this moves up and moves up. Attack a 3rd time. And then this one will be on us, but not attacking. This one will be right behind. This one will be way out of the way. Oh, and that all seems reasonable. I think we can defend ourselves pretty well from there. So let's just go ahead and get some attacks in. 1. All right. Now, the The pool is randomized every time as far as who moves first, who moves second, who moves third. So sometimes you get this where enemies are blocking the path of another enemy. They're not particularly courteous. They kind of all just have the same goal of trying to get to us in as fast as possible. But they don't necessarily do it on everyone else's behalf. Oh my gosh, we have another. We have our hidden enemy too. I forgot to even track them. The cryptog down here. This one's only going to be visible if we share a row or column with them. So we should probably try and track this one a little bit. So they moved over one, and then they're going to move over another one, and then over another one. See if we can try to keep all that in our head. So right now they are here. We attack again, they're here. We attack again, they're here. And you saw a little bit of dancing there. Initial thought was that we would have someone right on us, and we don't, which is even better for us. We're in the clear. I think we can just attack this daemon, and it's going to stun the daemon. This virus is going to have no way to get through. This glitch is going to come up behind us, but that's fine. We're still going to be in good shape. And we have this cryptog, which is currently sitting right here. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 attacks on the daemon. Cryptog will be right behind. So 1, 2. Yeah, see, now we can see it. It's finally moved into our column. And we can see, you see the little box that told us where it started from is no longer there. It does nicely give you that information. It'll always let you know where the last place you saw it was, so you can try and backtrack a little bit and figure out where they are. It can be a little tricky though, depending on how many other enemies are on screen and how many other things you're tracking. We also had another transmission come in the meantime, another virus. And again, they're going to move 2 squares, so they're going to go 1, 2, and then 1, 2. But we've got a nice little wall, nice little row set up here where enemies only have one way in, except for this one, of course. He's going to come around back. We will need to deal. But for now, I think we just keep enforcing our little area here. All right. Cryptog down. We have a virus right on top of us. That's 2 hit points. We have a glitch. The glitch is going to move over 1 and up 1 in 2 turns when we go attack. Okay. We're fine for now, though. We're not going to take any damage. We should just continue attacking this virus. 2. Ooh. So instead of moving up, which would have let this cryptog move here, we got lucky. We got lucky and he moved over instead, and now is blocking the path. So that worked out really well for us. We'll just go ahead and attack once, attack twice. And now the cryptog is in front. It's going to be another 2 hit points. We go attack once. And this virus, it is going to be able to attack us. So what's going to happen is we'll attack here, and then the virus moves forward 1, and then its second action for the turn will be to attack us. So instead, what we're going to do is a little dance. We're going to back off. And the virus now, instead of being right on top of us, so it can move once and then attack once, is now in a position that it moves once and then moves the second time, and we're ready to attack it. So, boom. 1, 2. All right, and we have another transmission. So This stage is already getting dangerous. We've got our warp. We have one siphon left. Maybe we siphon from here. Let's this is kind of juicy. We get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. 10's good. I think we just do that and try to get out of here with as much HP as we can. I'm feeling pretty good about that though. Do we want to take on this transmission? Right, we can move right and be right on top of it, take it out with no problem, or we can try to go around, save ourselves the steps since we don't actually want to move right. There's nothing else for us over here. We want to get down and out to the exit. So let's keep going towards the exit. And we've got another daemon there, 3 hit points. But they're not fast. They don't really have any kind of special movement. So let's take our siphon. And there we go. 1, 2, 3. And we're out. Do we get out before another enemy shows up? Maybe. Well, we got to go for it anyway, so there we go. We're going to make it out. All right, Sector 2. And we are in the open. Not good. Sector 2, so we have 2 transmissions. Right? Where are we at? Here and down here. And of course, we're wide open to attacks. Luckily, there's only 2. If this was on a later sector, we'd be in pretty bad shape. We do have warp though. We didn't have to use warp last round. We got to just stack up some resources. So I think we probably just want to try to save the warp and gather as many resources as we can. We've got our 2 siphons in the corners. What else do we want? I kind of like this siphon here. For 10. Pretty good. Pretty good. Are there any spells that we want to pick up? Let's see what we have. We have an encrypted one here. Okay, we have Siphon, which buys us a siphon for $5. Okay. We have Debug. Terminates overlapping, which gets rid of anything that's on top of a module. Kind of a hard counter to one particular enemy. We have Reduce, Pull, and then we can get some points. I want to stack up some resources. So maybe we do the 1 siphon and then I'm interested in Reduce. I'm kind of also interested in the Debug. Yeah, I don't know. We'll keep both of those in mind. First things we want to do, we need to deal with the transmissions and we want to grab our siphons. Maybe we get this one at the bottom first. And then we can come back along here and siphon. So what does that look like? We'll move up 1. Okay, and we have 2 Cryptogs. Right, so they're hidden unless we share a row or column with them. So we see this one. We don't see this one. We'll try to track this one manually. So we attack once, moves down. We attack again, moves down. we move up and he moves down. And we can see him because we're in the same column now. And we go attack, attack. All right, we're closer to this one now. But this one's closer to the exit, so maybe we want to come around here anyway, especially since we want to siphon here. Let's just do that. We'll walk around. Now, if we brought a siphon in from last board, if we brought one over with us, we could have just siphoned without having to backtrack. But since we're going to have to backtrack anyway, it's not really a big deal. All right, another transmission. We could back off and try to take him head on, or we can just keep going for the siphon. I think we just go for the siphon, and it's a virus. Viruses move twice for every one move that we get. So 1, 2, 1, 2. I think we're going to be in fine shape. We'll take our siphon here, and then there are 3 spaces between us. So we could move up, and he'll be right on us, or we can move right, and he'll be right on us, or right on us. So either way, we're safe. We're not going to take a damage. We just move forward 1. There we go. And then attack and attack. All right, do we want debug? If we siphon from here, we're going to get pretty minor amount of resources, and we'll have to fight off 4 enemies. Not crazy about that. But I do like the debug. I would like to have it. I'd also like to have this reduce. So maybe we just take this square that we were already planning on. Let's do that first. Look at this. 14 credits, 22 energy. Nice little pile going. Let's get our other siphon. We're going to get another transmission from all these steps that we're taking. Yeah, there it is. And we'll just move left to try and line up with it. It's another Cryptog. So we should move down, and they'll move over. We'll have a clean line of sight. There we go. 1, 2 shots. Easy. So I want the reduce. If we take reduce from here, though, then we also take siphon, and that's going to bring 7 enemies plus 3. That's way too many. We can't deal with that many. We can deal with 3, though, no problem. So let's go here. And we'll siphon here. We are already at full HP, but if you're less than full HP and you siphon the exit, you actually heal 1. Okay, 3 transmissions, no big deal. We've got plenty of resources for warp, although, warp needs 2 and 2, and we're a little light on credits compared to energy, so maybe next board we should be looking to siphon more credits than energy, if we can. We could just take the exit, but transmissions, they do follow you. So we will be going into Sector 3, so we'll have 3 transmissions for showing up, and then we would be bringing 3 with us, which is not great. Because we also don't know what our positioning is going to look like. We don't know if we'll have, like when we arrived on this board and we had, we were very vulnerable, very open position. if we go to the next one, we could have a similar situation, which would be bad. But right now, I feel pretty good about where we're at. I think this is a good position. I think we'll try to defend here. And we get 3 Crypt Dogs. And this is where I tend to fail at tracking them when there's multiples. But I think we'll be okay because we have this kind of gutter that they have to go through. So we're going to move right, and we should be able to see this one, and we'll start attacking. This comes down, and this one comes over. We go attack, so then here and here. We go attack, they should be here. I thought we would actually see this bottom one. So this one must have moved here. And then maybe this one is here. Either way, if we move down, we should see somebody next turn. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And so maybe the other one is here. Let's attack. Ooh, another transmission. And no, we haven't seen the other Crypt Dog yet. What's going on there? He's not in this square. He must be here. All right, let's keep attacking. Still don't see it. Let's go down one. There he is. All right. Glitch is going to come up and attack us through the wall. Let's hit the Crypt Dog once. Now we have the glitch. We'll fire on the glitch. Crypt Dog moves up. Fire on the glitch a second time. Crypt Dog moves here but can't attack us yet. And then we can attack the Crypt Dog. So we should be fine. We'll get out of here with full health. And we have another transmission. We can leave. Seeing how far away from us it is, we could just leave and bring it to the next stage. I don't like to bring a lot with us, but it's early. We're going to go into Sector 2, and this will be our 4th transmission. 4 is not too bad. We can deal with 4. It's a Crypt Dog. All right. And we have Warp. Right, we have Warp to deal with some enemies. We want to pick up some credits this board. Let's see what we have. A lot of Crypt Dogs. Okay. We can back into this corner and be relatively safe. Let's take one shot here first, though. 1. And then take a shot here, back into the corner. This one came here. So its next move will be back here. All right, so we've got one here. If we move forward, we're going to get attacked. Let's warp. All right, so there's the one that we can see, and then there's this one that's still hidden. I believe would have been coming up this way. So maybe it's like here. I guess it's possible it would have come down the bottom. I don't know. We'll attack here. We still need to pick up our siphons. So I guess our plan for now is attack here and then continue along the bottom. Maybe grab this siphon. Let's go up 1. If the Crypt Dog is here and we move up, he'll move here. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. What do we want to do on this board? We want to pick up our 2 siphons. I said we want to get some extra credits. So, do we siphon here? If we siphon from right here, we just get a little energy. +2, but then +5 credits. And that's also going to pop this. So we'll summon 5 enemies. We could use reduce a couple times though. And reduce is going to change. Every time we use reduce, it'll lower the values of every single one of these. So this is going to go down to 5, but these will also be reduced over here. Maybe we can... Maybe we can get these all pretty low, and we'll do one siphon here, and we'll do another siphon here, and end up with just a ton of points. Yeah, let's go for it. Up, and we need to reduce. How many times do we want to reduce? Well, for this square here, for the 5, I'd like to get it to 1 or 2. So that means 3 reduces. If it's a 2, that makes this 2, 3, 2. That's maybe a few too many enemies. 7. I don't want to have to fight off 7. So if we get this down to 1, 2, 1, I can deal with 4. I'm confident that we can deal with 4. So that's 4 times that we need to use reduce. So that's going to be 8 credits and 4 energy. We have plenty of energy. It's the credits that I'm worried about. Okay. I think that's pretty reasonable, though. If we're going to take this 5 anyway, though, do we want to do it from here and grab show while we're at it? Show basically for free, shows hidden files. I don't know that we want another thing to spend credits on when we're already low on credits, but it does make it easier to keep track of all the cryptogs. And it still gets this square here, which is the most important one, for the 3 credits. I think I just want to go greedy and get as many credits as possible, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, siphon. Oh, we don't have a siphon yet. My bad. We grab this siphon. Grab this siphon. And hit it. Ooh, bad placement. All right. Luckily, no one that can come through walls. So we just back into our hidey hole, and we should be able to take everything out. All right, so we have one more cryptog. I think he's here. Oh, he was down one further. Even better. All right, clear board. Do we want to come down and face this one head on, or do we want to come around the top and get to our siphon point? We'll go around. All right, cryptog should be here. 1, 2. Siphon and a virus. All right, we're going to make a beeline for the goal. Virus is going to follow us. We'll just shoot back at him. 1 square away. When we move down, the virus will move forward 2. And then we have a clean attack. All right, and we'll get a clean attack on this one too. 1, 2. Anything else we want to do? We have no siphons left, so we should just leave. 21 points, though. Nice start. All right. Sector 4. And I see lots of 2s. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So plenty of different places where we can siphon from and stack up a good amount of resources. Do we want any of these spells? We have Hack, which clears siphon cells. A little awkward to use. There's a Warp, but we already have Warp. Antivirus. Crash. Crash is kind of nice. And Poly. I'm interested in Crash. I'm not sure I want to defend from any of these positions, though. Maybe if we siphon here, we get 6 resources. It's not great. All right, let's just see what we're dealing with on the board. All right, we've got 2 Cryptogs. We've got a Glitch who's going to come through walls, and we've got a Virus. If we move up, the Virus attacks us because he moves over 1 and then attacks us for his second move. If we move back, the Virus moves over 2, and we're in the same position, so that's not great. We've got, honestly, not great position here. Right now, it looks like anything we do is going to cost us a hit point. So we're going to hit the Warp and exchange spots with a random enemy. Let's see what we get. All right, we took out the 1 Cryptog. We can see the second Cryptog now because we share a column. And we're in a good spot to attack the Virus. Where are we? We're here. We go attack once. Cryptog moves forward. You move forward. We attack a second time. So he has 2 hit points. Moves forward, and you probably move into the block here. And then we get to attack here. And then moves forward, and we attack again, moves forward, but doesn't attack. Yeah. All right. Excellent. We should get out of this with full hit points, and then we'll figure out what we want to do for the rest of the board. Attack, 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 attack. Beautiful. Let's grab our siphons. I want credits. I want credits so we can spend them on Warp. And even if we don't spend them on Warp, we have Exchange to be able to turn them into energy anyway. So we should just be going for as many credits as we can get. Which is kind of the square we're standing on. Unfortunately, we don't have a siphon right now. But this would be a good one. We get 5 credits and 4 energy. We don't want the Warp. We already said we don't want Warp, right? Because we already have it. Poly, not super interested. 2 is a little low. I think we just want to save up and potentially have a big reduce turn again. In fact, maybe we just siphon once and we go for a really big reduce turn next round. So we're going to siphon from here. We'll get that on the way out. All right, we're going to get nicely lined up here, take our 2 shots. Let's back up 1. Yeah, there we go. And then I think it's our next step or one more step after that, and we'll get another spawn. There we go. Right on the square that we want to be on. So let's just go right. It's a virus. All right. We have to do a little dancing. If we move forward, they will move up and attack for their second move, so we don't want to do that. Which means we need to move back. Thank you. We've got the lineup. We just take our 2 shots. And stay on plan. Take our siphon here. I think we're going to have one more transmission before we get to leave. Probably like right here. So we'll see if we want to bring it to the next stage with us or if we can take it out before we leave. Oh, no, we don't. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. We have a spare siphon. I'm seeing a really nice credit haul up here. If we can siphon from right here, we get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 credits and a couple energy to boot. I like that a lot. What do we do with all those credits? We could reduce and maybe we siphon here. We reduce this 6, maybe get it down to a manageable 2. And then we also get whatever this random one is. So if we reduce this down to 2, that means 4 times. Reduce 4 times, which means this one will be a 0. So maybe that's our other siphon. We get those. So that's our 3 siphons, the one that we brought in and the 2 that we grab off the board here. And it's going to cost us 4 reduces. All right. That's the plan for now. Of course, we have enemies to take out before then, and we might need to use warp. So we'll see how many credits we have left over. So we just have to move up. Okay. You've got a clear path. That's fine. You're pretty far away. We've got a couple daemons. I feel good about our position here. We've got good coverage. Only one area for any enemies to come in. In fact, I think we could just go straight up. Grab this siphon at the same time. And the virus gets blocked. I like to see that. Let's go 1. Do we try to take the hole now? Maybe. Virus is still blocked off. Let's go up 1. Yeah, this is good. All right, we're going to take a damage here. But what we'll do is attack into the wall. We'll hit the glitch. One of these daemons is going to be right on us. And then we'll attack the glitch again and we'll get hit by the one daemon. But that's fine. We can spare one hit point. Boom. All right. Take him out. And the virus is 2 squares away. So we should not get attacked by the virus. We should be able to maintain that distance. I think it's only going to cost us the 1 hit point. This glitch could be a problem, right? Because it's going to take 3 hits on each daemon and 2 on the virus. This glitch is going to be on top of us. So we may still need to warp. But we'll take a slightly closer look at that in a second. Okay. I think we're still free to kill the virus. The glitch is going to move up 2. But that's fine. Yeah, no, we're good. 1, 2. While we're here, I think we should grab the siphon. And then we could hit the glitch once. Daemon moves up. Hit the glitch again. We take a hit from the daemon who's here. And then we attack the daemon freely. So that costs us 1 hit point. Or we just use warp now. And either way, we're going to be safe. So warp was going to save us 1 hit point. How badly do we want 1 hit point? When we go through the exit, we heal 1 hit point. So right now we would go back to full health. Let's take a look at our plan again. Our siphon plan. We want to siphon 3 times. And that costs 4 reduce, which is 8 credits and 4 energy. We have 15 credits. Uh, 15, 8. So we will still have enough credits left to use the warp right now if that is the attack that we want to make to save us the hit point. Are they going to be more useful later? That's the fun of the game, is managing your resources. These levels are only going to get harder, so the warp is going to be more important. We're going to need extra credits. We're going to need all the hit points that we can. But we are siphoning 3 times, so maybe that's just enough resources anyway, and we should try to save the hit point. So let's do that. We'll hit the warp. Excellent. We'll move over 1, 2. Okay, we need to reduce 4 times, and then we can start siphoning. 1, 2, 3. So let's take our first one. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit it. All right, we get 5 points. We also picked up delay. If we move over 1, Damon's going to move to one of these 2 squares and we'll have a clean attack. So let's just go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3. What's next? Do we Do we come get this one? Ooh. What was that? Do we come get this one? Because we do still have our siphon, so we don't need to grab this. We can spend this one right here. And once we're over here, I don't want to do all this backtracking. So this is the shorter backtracking route. Less steps means less enemies that show up in the meantime. So we should just take the shorter route. Okay. So move over. And we'll dance a little here. We'll go down, shoot up, shoot up, shoot down, shoot down. Cool. Who are you? All right. Do a little dance. 1, 2, 3. Grab this. Come down. Come over. Siphon. 1, 2, 3. Do a little dance. 1, 2, 3. All right. We'll do a little dance. Oh, come on. 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay. Now we can leave with an empty board going to Sector 6. We're going to have 6 enemies on the screen. We have enough credits. $16 credits. That's 8 warps, which is 8 free kills. Yay. We also have delay. We'll see if it's a good board to delay. We also have row. Row is our mystery pickup. Damages everything in the same row. Not my favorite, but it didn't cost us anything. So we're down 1 hit point right now, but we're gonna heal 1 when we go through the warp. Look at that, nice and happy. Do we want to delay? Delay is gonna give us 3 turns where these transmissions don't show up. So there'll be 1, 2, and then we can attack. Three. So delay will get us the kill. Okay. From there, we could delay again and go 1, 2, attack. And so that gets 2 kills out of delay, which is slightly cheaper than using the warp. Warp would cost us 4 to make those kills. Delay will cost us 3 to make those kills. And where does it leave us? Right here. From there, we could... well, we're still going to have 4 enemies left on the screen. That only gets rid of 2 enemies. We do have a lot of energy. So I think that is a good use of our energy. And a better ratio than trying to just warp around. It's also going to put us into a position that we can hopefully defend pretty easily. You know, we can back up a bit if we need to, and we're giving our enemies 1 place where they can come in and attack us. So as long as they can't go through walls, we should be in good shape. So let's do that. We'll hit the delay, go 1, 2, 3. Hit the delay and go 1, 2, 3. And, oh, you know what? I forgot this is actually going to give us 1 more kill here. And you'll notice that when you hit the transmissions before they arrive, no matter what this transmission was going to be, it only takes 1 hit. So we're saving a lot of turns because everything else, you know, the virus takes 2 hits. These 2 Cryptogs take 2 hits each. We did spend a lot of turns just moving around, so we have another transmission already. But, you know, that is what it is. And I still like our position. So we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. There's still a Cryptog. I think maybe he's here. So we should move forward 1. Yikes. All right. We could warp. All right, that was a little awkward. We're down 1 HP. I'd like to, you know, we're going to get 1 when we leave. So I'm fine losing the 1 hit point. I'd like to not lose any more hit points. Let's try to grab our siphons, and then we can see if there's anything else we want to pick up. Take him out. Virus. We are 1, 2, 3 squares away. So if we move up, the virus will be here or here. It's fine. 1, 2. Do we want to siphon before we grab this one? Like, do we want to siphon here for a bunch of credits? 6, 7 credits. We could siphon here for 4, 5, 6 credits and some energy. That seems better. Or here? No, that's not better. 1, 2. We'll take this one. Up to the corner here. Do we need any more spells? I don't think so. We have 32 points. I think we should just be trying to get out of here with it as we've got a good chunk of points. What's the dance here? We move forward, we get attacked, so we should move back. Ouch. All right. We can warp, save ourselves a hit point. All right, nicely lined up here. Nice. We should be able to do. Okay. We'll back up and then 1, 2 and run away. Nice. Sector 7. Almost there. We've got 32 points. We've got 16 credits, 21 energy. That is 8 uses of warp. I would like to save as many as possible for Sector 8 so we can just breeze through it. What else? What else do we potentially have on this board? This seems like an okay siphon. Gets us a good amount of credits, which is the one that we would rather have. We're trying to get to even to maximize our warps, or to get slightly higher so we could do a big reduced turn. What would a reduced turn look like here? I mean, if we could pick up this 8 and the 6, I don't know if that's possible. I'm not crazy about our position up here. We have a little defense, but it's not great. So I think first things first, we just need to see what we're dealing with. All right. No one who can go through walls, but we have a lot of daemons, and they take a lot of hits, which means we're going to have more transmissions show up in the meantime. So Maybe we were supposed to delay there. That might have been a misplay because we could have taken out 2 of these pretty easily. Too late for that now. We should just try to get some damage in. Do we hit the row? I don't think so. We just go like this. Do we hit the hidey hole yet? Not yet. Maybe next turn we do. All right, back into the hole. All right, we're going to have to warp out of here or else we're going to take a damage. See where we end up. All right, nice position. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and then back into our hole. And we can warp out of here. All right, let's go over 1, 1, 2. Do we want to siphon while we're here? I think so. I don't know that we're going to get a better spot, a better chance on this board. Should we take this siphon? 1, 2. Unfortunate. We'll hit the warp. Save ourselves the hit point. 14 credits. I think we just bounce. 1, 2, 3. Let's get out of here. 1, 2. Oh, crap. I think we're safe. Yeah, 1, 2. All right. Well, we have the credits saved up to warp, to do a bunch of warping. We're in a bad spot here. We're going to take a damage no matter what. So we should warp. And still don't love this position. Let's warp again. Also not crazy about this one. Or this one. Do we run? Do we just run here? We have resources left. But we can't really reduce. You know what? We'll just play it safe and get out of here. We could have maybe squeezed out a couple more points, but hey, a victory is a victory. And we still have enough data to get digital watch implants on both sides of our wrists. Love that. 32 points in one run. Awesome. And so that's a single run, but the really cool part about 868 Hack is that it's a streak game. So we're trying to string together as many of these as we can. So we've got 32 in one run, and from here we just build. So you see we're still running. We've got 32 in one run, and we're back on Sector 1 again. One transmission, whole new board, a whole new set of abilities. You can see we're an agent. So this time we start with 10 credits instead of the 10 energy that we had last time. We start with a different random spell. We have show. And we just go at it again. So that's 868 Hack. Like I said, it's a couple bucks in Steam. You should probably buy it no matter what. If you really enjoyed it, again, there's the Kickstarter for 868 Back. You can support the sequel. I highly recommend that you do, just because I would like another one of these games. But if you like it, you can get some more as well. Awesome, thanks, and we'll pick this up in the next run, right where we're at.